Hello, this is Fred Kapp, Educational Director for the Green Industry Training Center of Alabama, here to talk today about spring flowering shrubs. I've got in my hand a flowering quince, a dwarf shrub that will need to be pruned immediately after bloom. We have something in the industry called the May rule. The May rule says plants that bloom before May should be pruned immediately after bloom, whereas plants that bloom after May should be pruned before growth starts in the spring. All right, there's quite a few different pruning cuts you can make on shrubs. One of the worst ones you could make would be a cut on the outside called a heading back cut. A heading back cut will encourage a lot of growth on the outside of the plant and very little on the inside. We want the growth to come from the inside. So what we're going to do instead is do a thinning cut. With a thinning cut, we reach deep into the plant and remove a shoot all the way back to the ground. And here we have a proper cut after it's been made with a thinning type pruning cut. Long shoots like this open the plant up, allow light to get on the inside, and encourage more blooms for next year. There's lots of spring flowering shrubs that you need to learn how to prune. There's forsythias, there's spireas, there's quinces, and then there's this azalea right here. This azalea can be pruned after bloom with some long thinning type cuts. To show you where the cut might be made, if you come down to the plant here and remove this branch back to another branch, we'll have made a good thinning cut. This is a very large and nice Japanese camellia. Camellias don't need a whole lot of pruning because they're very slow growing, but this one has a few branches we could remove. This branch right here could be cut back to a larger branch to the interior and the plant would be reduced in size. Okay, we're in front of a very nice large spirea hedge or border, and the plant is in bloom right now, but it's not in full bloom. So we're not going to do any heavy pruning on it at all until it blooms out in the next couple weeks. Once it does bloom out in the next couple weeks, we'll do selective pruning by reaching deep into the plant as far back as we can reach to remove the long flowering shoots. Once we've removed those branches, new growth will come from the center and bloom again next year. Here we are in front of a very nice mixed border of French hydrangeas and small leaf Denise trees. These French hydrangeas will bloom later on in the season, and they already have a lot of new growth coming up from the center. One thing you want to look out for is all the dead wood that's down in the plant that needs to be removed. So remove dead wood whenever you have a chance. All right, so this French hydrangea has several dead branches that need to be trimmed out like we're doing right now. Cut them back down as far into the plant as you can reach. Allow these new shoots to come through to bloom for next year, and allowing this year's shoots to bloom out for the summer, and then we'll remove those after they bloom out. These small leaf Denise shrubs tend to get a little aggressive about their growth and grow into other plants. So what we want to do is reduce the size of these by removing branches all the way back to another branch or shortening them back to another node, as I'm about to do right here. If you're studying for a state license exam or an industry certification, this is a very critical part of what you'll be studying.